Okay, we earlier told you that the Chief Minister of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal, had been summoned by the ED for questioning in the liquor excise policy case on Thursday. Remember, Kejriwal has already been summoned earlier in the year, in April, by the CBI. At that point, he said he was asked about 56 questions. He's always pled that he's innocent. He's also pled that his ministers, again and again, are innocent, that they're being framed by the ED, by the CBI. We'll bring you more on what the accusations against both Arvind Kejriwal and his former Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia are. Right now, though, the big story we're covering, reactions coming in. Union Minister Anurag Thakur speaking about the fact that the ED has summoned the Chief Minister. He's saying those who used to give certificates of honesty, his ministers went to jail one after the other and did not even get bail. He's referring obviously to Arvind Kejriwal. He said for the last year, Arvind Kejriwal has been given certificates of honesty to Manish Sisodia, Satyendra Jain and Sanjay Singh, all leaders, all members of his cabinet. He's also said the truth is that ever since he came to power, their leaders have been involved in corruption. Take a look at this reaction, then we'll connect with reporters for more.
जो ईमानदारी के सर्टिफिकेट देते थे, उनका कैसे एक के बाद दूसरा मंत्री जेल गया और जेल के बाद बेल भी नहीं हुई, और साल भर से ये कभी सत्येंद्र जैन जी को, कभी मनीष सिसोदिया जी को, कभी संजय सिंह जी को, इन सबको ईमानदारी के सर्टिफिकेट माननीय मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी बांट रहे थे। सच्चाई ये है कि जब से सत्ता में आए हैं, एक के बाद दूसरा इनका नेता भ्रष्टाचार में लिप्त पाया गया, और आप पिछले 8-9 वर्षों की कड़ी एक के बाद दूसरी देखिए कि कैसे व्यापक भ्रष्टाचार आम आदमी पार्टी ने दिल्ली से लेकर पंजाब तक किया है। तो इसलिए मैं कहना चाहता हूं, जिसका मुखिया ही ऐसा हो जो ईमानदारी के सर्टिफिकेट बांटता हो, तो पता है कि आशीर्वाद किसका था, किसके कहने पे भ्रष्टाचार हो रहा था और पूरा षड्यंत्र कहां से रचा जा रहा था।
Okay, my colleague Anshul Singh with us this morning to bring us more context on this story. Anshul, Anurag Thakur essentially repeating something we've heard a number of BJP leaders say in the past, this time coming, of course, from a union minister. He's saying that someone who used to give clean chits to other ministers in his cabinet, today he himself is being called for questioning. Now, Arvind Kejriwal was actually called for questioning by the CBI also earlier this year in April. Anshul, you were covering the case then too. Tell our audiences, how did Arvind Kejriwal respond to being called in by the CBI? What were his takeaways after that questioning? And what has Kejriwal said about this round of questioning on Thursday?
So yes, whatever the Union Minister Anurag Thakur is saying at this point in time, this is all based on facts that have been mentioned in the case. In fact, what the Enforcement Directorate is investigating at this point in time, because remember, the main allegation against Arvind Kejriwal in this entire matter is that Arvind Kejriwal was the person who knew each and every detail when this entire policy was being formed. In fact, it all started when a meeting that was happening between the Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal, the then Deputy CM Manish Sisodia, and the then Minister Satyendra Jain. All these people were present in the house of the CM Arvind Kejriwal when the initial draft of the liquor policy was in fact handed over to C. Arvind, who was the secretary of Manish Sisodia. And in that draft, it was very clearly stated that the wholesale prices should be profits should be increased from 6%, margins should be increased from 6% to 12%, and in turn 6% should be given to them as kickbacks. So this is where it all started. The Enforcement Directorate at this point in time has already taken statements of more than 50 people who have been involved in some way or the other in this entire policy formation, and even post that the manner in which the licenses were distributed as well. And most of them have somewhere or the other taken the name of Arvind Kejriwal. In fact, the charge sheet that was filed by the Enforcement Directorate against Manish Sisodia, the name of Arvind Kejriwal has been written in that charge sheet more than a dozen times, which means that all these people whose statements have been recorded at this point in time, they have somewhere or the other pointed that Arvind Kejriwal was the person who knew about each and every detail and each and every nitty-gritty of this entire policy while it was being framed, and post that when it was being implemented as well. And that is the reason why we saw that initially the Central Bureau of Investigation went ahead and questioned Arvind Kejriwal. Post that the Enforcement Directorate has now decided to call him for questioning on the 2nd of November. At this point in time, Arvind Kejriwal has not responded to the summons that he has received officially.
Anshul, can I just ask you to stay with us?